This is like creme de la creme neutral going on. And goes for the cross up. Ooh, but the privilege says, get off of me, sir. I have an invincible 2H. Ooh, and yep, there it goes. The power outage. What's going on, guys? Aco here, and today we're looking at the top 8 for Frosty Fausting. This is a big tournament that just happened over this past weekend, so we're going to be going through the top 8 one by one, starting with Zane versus Legendary Pred. This match was insane for many reasons, so let's not waste any time and just get right into it. Okay, starting off the top 8. And of course, we got neutral right away. When you get to the top 8, you do not want to mess up and get sent home, so these players are going to be playing very carefully. And Pred gets the first opening after that whiffed beam. Ooh, okay, so already we got some great Oki pressure going here. So Pred opts to do a momentum jump L. He does an LL here and then calls his assist. This brings Zane down and forces him to block. And then Pred is still riding the momentum, which allows him to do a delayed air dash, which makes this super ambiguous. So he hits him with a button before hitting the ground, opening him up. This is something you can do with any character. That's why I always say, like, it's important to pay attention to the decisions that are being made, because a lot of this stuff you can still emulate into your game even if you don't play this character. Like that setup right there, you could recreate with almost any combination of characters and it would be just as powerful. We're definitely going to optimize this. Meter is building at an alarming rate. Ooh, you're dead. And he got some health back. Ugh. That is just the greatest strength of Lab Coat. With all that being said, that's the greatest strength of Lab Coat, is how much meter she builds while chipping away at you. The fact that she has that OTG that she can do infinitely, it's so powerful. Now Zane has some big ground to make up here. Pred is sitting on basically a perfect, so he's got a lot of work to do. Zamasu is great at slowing the match down, but this is not a slow the match down situation. He's going to have to make something happen here, but he is currently going to have to hold another Oki situation. And wow, that's actually a pretty creative one. I haven't seen that very often. Pred takes the soft knockdown here and then opts to just simply do the auto combo, which will track vertically. And he does the tracking auto combo and then does legs to just bring him down. That's very good. And of course, Zane, not wanting to be a part of this, opts to use the Vanish Guard Cancel, which is one of the best defensive options in the game. The newest defensive option in the game, but it's very, very strong. That was guaranteed, by the way, because Pred did not have any meter to counter Vanish, so that was a free escape. But once again, the slow fall, the delayed air dash putting in work. Delayed air dash is a very strong mix-up tool, because in your mind, when someone's in the air, you have a feeling of when they're going to touch the ground, and that delayed air dash just, you know, cuts that feeling off, so you end up ducking and then just getting clonked. We're definitely going to get the corner carry on this. I feel like this was on purpose because he doesn't have an assist up. So I feel like this was a purposeful drop into a meaty, because this situation is so plus, and he opted to do the EX legs so quickly that I feel like that was on purpose. Wow. Wow. That is, man, when I saw this live, I was blown away. Like, this man Pred is like, he's just playing at an 11 right now. The instant that he empty vanished, look at him. He's already super jumping forward and doing L. Look at that. Like, this was a 100% I know you are going to empty vanish and try to backdash, so I'm going to tag you. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the conversion off of that godlike read, but man, what a read. Sparking Zamasu, very scary stuff here. If you get hit, you are extremely dead. Jeez. Tetris. Ha! Okay, so I like that right there by Zane. he does the very sneaky extra overhead, like characters that have the, you know, the slide knockdown 2H. This is an option you can always pull out, you know, at any moment, and it's almost always going to hit because people don't expect a second overhead after a jump in. So it's like, it's almost guaranteed to hit. And better yet, people are usually not used to being teched up immediately because that move techs you up. So it's very smart that he went for grab here. But again, Fred is just playing at an 11, so he's ready. And he jumps out of the corner. Sheesh. Man, very, very nice neutral decisions here. Did you see that? He does the 6S, which is plus. Pred super jumps over it, and once he's past it, checks him with a key blast and forces him to block his assist. This is like creme de la creme neutral going on. And goes for the cross up. Ooh, but the privilege says, get off of me, sir. I have an invincible 2H. Ooh, and yep, there it goes. The power outage. One of the worst things that could ever happen to you in the middle of a tournament. So while that is extremely unfortunate, there's really nothing the players can do but rerun the set from the beginning. And this is where you see where your tournament nerves are. I mean, it would be very easy to let that get to you, but let's see what happens. We're starting over as if nothing happened. Fred has lost his comfortable lead and now has to get it back. And as you can see, he's playing very fast now. Playing very fast, much faster than before. And he does get the first opening. Once again, gonna bring him down. Ooh, similar situation to last time. Zane not wanting to be in that situation opts to spark. But man, so many things going on here. Wow, jeez. That was some amazing blocking going on because they're in the middle of a scramble. Fred blocks the assist. Zane hops over him and goes low, which is almost like a guaranteed open up in most situations, but Pred still blocks it. Very nice. I don't know how he blocked that. And then he covers himself with the Veer's assist and goes for the command overhead. Still gets blocked. Woo! Spin on spin violence. So if we play this very slowly, you see that they both opted to spin, but as you can see, Pred ends up getting hit because he did his spin slightly faster than Zane. So since they're both anti-airs, whoever does it first loses. Pretty hilarious. Bring the man down into the Dragon Rush. Stomp. And you are just in Oki. He goes for the empty low. It doesn't hit. Pred is blocking, man. He's blocking and using his defensive options. You love to see it. They're both using their defensive options so well. Damn, reflect on your actions. So he very wisely reflected the assist here. You don't want to get locked down by assists from full screen. And seeing that Gohan was so close, he opted to reflect again, thinking that Pred would swing, but Pred didn't. Instead, he opted to cross up L, which punished the reflect attempt. Should get a nice little knockdown off of this. Into the active tag. Ooh, that looked more of a height thing than a actual drop. Let me see. Could have been either. That might be a drop. It kind of looked like height. And literally what you never want to happen, a drop combo into you getting hit. The worst thing that can happen to you. And very dead here because upcoming is, yep, the Beer's level 3, and this one, look at how much health she has. Look at how much health she has. Like, it's on the line. Usually with this much health, you would need a 1-1-1, but Beer's having one of the strongest level 3s in the game. Dead. That privilege of having that insanely strong level 3, crazy. Crazy. So in the rematch now, Zane has the lead. And they are playing very fast neutral. Zane, now that he has the character lead, has opted to start zoning. I fully respect it. At this point, there's no need for him to take any risks. Keep that lead. It's up to Pred now to get in. Ooh, but Zane goes in and gets shot. Taking the knockdown here, soft knockdown. Pred has been getting a lot of mileage out of these soft knockdowns. Ooh, ooh. You saw the walk of shame, but it didn't turn out to be anything. Luckily. Man, this zoning. This Beer's zoning is so crazy, man. Dunked. Ooh, the rare moment when your assist costs you a hit. And we are down. Damn, Zane in complete control. But the super dash finds its mark. And now, how far can we take this? I agree, level 3, get the knockdown. Most importantly, you're getting the charges. You're not getting a mix from this, you're getting charges, which is very, very important. Ooh, a very good DP, one of the best. I agree, Beer's health is very low. Get him out of there, let him recover. Smart stuff. Ooh, that was very, very good. That is one of the best options for getting out of Hell Zone. Reflect is just, it doesn't really, I mean, you basically have to reflect or else you're stuck forever. But if you don't reflect, Guard Cancel Vanish is the next best option because it's really one of the only ways to get out of this situation. Because if not, you have to hold a crazy amount of offense. But you do have to time it right. If you do it wrong, you're going to end up in the Hell Zone, so you got to be careful. Ooh. So that was both a good super dash and a good 2H. This was an I call your bluff moment. Like, Zane sees the Ki Blast, and if Pred had committed to another one, he would be hit here, but nah, this was 100% a bait, and he gets the 2H. I mean, sometimes you got to call the opponent's bluff. You can't just assume that every Ki Blast is going to be perfectly covered. You got to call that bluff sometimes. Nice side switch. Ooh, that side switch was so nice because of that, he got a good situation here because since, you know, 21's knockdown situation is a little weird, he opted to just take the reset off of the wall bounce, which I like. He takes the reset with an IAD. Very nice. Ooh, and there goes one of the steals, the slow orb, and wow, just a clean 2H. Damn, that time he 2H'd an IAD, and Zamasu is out of there. Zane's lead is now gone. Pred is back in the lead now. Another slow orb. Gotta watch out for that teleport. Ooh, one of the best neutral tools in the game. Once again, that was a good guard cancel vanish. He waited until the animation was over. Once again, if you do it too early, that spin will pull you in. And here comes the Zane classic, the Anchor Beers. Oof. Oh, man, I hate when this happens to me. It's just that moment when you're playing neutral and you opt to backdash to create space, but at the same time you opted to do it is the same moment where your opponent opted to super dash so you get hit in the recovery. Man, I hate when that happens to me. Bring the man down. Yeah, he's gonna get the Dragon Rush and the slow orb. Man, this is a bad situation. Wow. Ooh, man, that was some fast decision making. So he goes for Zane. He opted to super dash out of this because he didn't want to take this pressure here. He super dashes out, but Pred does not get a clean hit because he's going for the mix. So it ends up being, you know, pretty much a bad reset for Pred. And then in that heat of the moment, Zane realizes that Pred is in the air, so he runs out of the corner, stealing it for himself, and then getting the LL. Man, what a sequence. Absolutely deceased here, by the way. He doesn't even have to do anything special here. That is just incredibly dead. Medium starter with Anchor Veers, that you're dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then next hit is going to do it on either side, basically, depending on what the hit is. Zane opting to keep the zoning going. Pred playing very carefully. He can't afford to get hit by them orbs. And El Clasico. El Clasico. That moment when you see that your opponent is underneath you and they may have committed to an option and you risk it on the super dash. It works 50% of the time, every time. And man, they go back into it quick, no breaks. I respect it. I respect it. Sometimes you want to keep that momentum. And wow, that was a fantastic 2H. He 2H to avoid getting caught by the assist. I mean, he spun to avoid getting caught by the assist and just gets 2H for his trouble. As you can see, 21 was coming out to cover that spin, but she wasn't fast enough. What do we got? We got a stomp knockdown. Ooh, man. That's something that's so hard to do. It takes a lot of practice, but if you get it down, it's so good to just simply react to techs. Because if you just stand there and react to, oh, did they up tech or did they back tech? If you got those and just like, you know, jump and lock people down, it just becomes so strong. Because right here, had Pred actually blocked this, it seems like he tried to backdash or jump and got tagged. If he had blocked anything, he would have been forced to come down into assist pressure, which would have been very ambiguous, and the Zamasu assist was coming back. So it really is worthwhile to like try to react, because the fact that you're not doing anything guarantees that your assist is going to start recovering, which means you're going to have 2 assists on their block once you do put something on their block. What do we do with this? Oh, you're probably dead. Let me see. Stomp. Oh, you're dead. 3 strong level 1s. You're very dead. Dead. 3 powerful level 1s. Can't survive. 6S plus frame. So once again, Zane pulls into the lead. And he is doing his trademark zoning. This is really all you have to do. This is why Zamasu is such a good mid, because if you have the match lead, you don't have to do anything. You can fly until you have resources and then make your move. But wow, that did not work out the way that he wanted. So he did the classic here, the flight cancel, but he opted to take the air dash instead of the falling button, and Pred decided to challenge, so he does get picked up there. Pred was not intimidated. He said, I am swinging. And once again, you saw, man, high-level play. You love it. So look at this. There's no committal here. He dashes up and waits. And he sees clearly that it is a delayed wake-up. So he waits, and then the moment he gets up, he does a 4L. And it's like, wow, that is, once again, this is textbook stuff, man. Textbook stuff. It's beautiful. Ooh, 6S. Gotta hold it. Oki. Ooh. Ooh. Man. Oh. Oh my god. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. So I love this pressure here. So many plus frames. That was plus. And now he's going to go into beers here. He gets the opening, but there's a little bit too much delay between the air jab and the falling jab and the landing jab, so he doesn't get the combo. But he was going for the tick throw, so he sticks to what he was doing and he lands the tick throw. But here he goes for the optimization station, which is to go into flight mode as soon as you land a tick throw, and then you do a flying towards the ground S, and that will allow you to get a Hell Zone combo without the need of an assist. But it drops, and he opts to hit a button on the way down and gets picked up by the auto combo. You hate to see it. There's nothing worse than dropping a combo and getting picked up. Let me correct that. The only thing worse is dropping a combo and losing that character. That hurts. He went from the driver's seat to dead. Man, there's really nothing worse in this game than a dropped combo. It's one of the worst things in the entire game. Like, that's why you gotta be so careful. And we are immediately zoning. Bring the kid down. Yep. Nothing you can do about this. So many orbs. This character's zoning is ridiculous. Ooh, but the super dash just... I want to say that caught his landing recovery. It did. It did. He had just barely touched the ground, so he had a little bit of landing recovery. That's why that hit him. Ouch. And we switch to 21, letting Gohan heal. I agree. Oh, okay, so that's that risk, right? You see someone lingering under you, and it's decision time. Do you super dash and try to catch one of their buttons, or do you try to land somewhere safely? Because there is a chance that that button might be a 2H, and in this case, it was. Here we go. Slide knockdown, and the orb, I believe. Yep. Still has a teleport, too. Ooh. Wow, we are scrambling. We are scrambling. Things are going fast. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, we are scrambling. That was a scramble. And that's going to be the end of the God of Destruction. We are down to the Anchor Coat. Can Zane pull it out? Can he pull out that comeback card? The Uno reverse card. Does he have it in his pocket? Ooh. The run up 5L, the run up low. And that should definitely be dead. Absolutely. The Dio pose. This is one of the strongest level 3s in the game, for whatever reason. Deceased. And it comes down to Majin versus Labco. What's going to happen? So we are playing neutral now. Whoa. Pred decides to spin those cards. Ooh. Shot in the shoe. Ooh, going for the Dio pose again. Gonna be pretty close to the corner here. Pred's gonna be looking to spark. What's the bait? Oh, that was a heavy bait. That was a very heavy bait. So that was layered. Not only did he fake the overhead with a JL, forcing Pred to stand up, but then he went for the Dragon Rush, assuming that Pred was waiting for a heavy button to spark. Like, Dragon Rush is very, very good in this situation, because when someone is waiting to spark, they're just waiting for anything to touch their block. So in a situation like that, Dragon Rush is an amazing option. But Pred is ready, and he gets the break. Ooh, fast neutral. So Pred opts to spark because the next hit was going to kill. Ooh, spinning the meter. Ooh, that's so hard to block. Re-jump, but it drops. Oh my god, Mixed City. Where are we going? Where we go? Oh. And that is gonna do it. Man. Old reliable 2M. You can't really blame Zane here. I mean, he's blocking a sparked character, so it's like in this situation, overheads can come at any moment, so he was probably fuzzy jumping, and just like in that instance, he just happened to not be holding down back, so boom, ankles get clipped, and that makes Pred take the set. That was definitely a really good set. A lot of good decision making going on, like really some great textbook examples of what to do on Oki situations as well as in the neutral. And most importantly, it really highlights some very strong tournament nerves, because having your match interrupted by a power outage, I mean, you can just imagine like how that would make you feel, but to recover from that and still play extremely well despite what was going on before the power outage, man, you gotta appreciate that level of play. And that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe so you don't miss the next match review. We will be going all the way through top 8. So keep an eye out for that, and I will catch you fellas in the next one. Ace.